So we just want to talk about financial assistance with this sector. So it's relatively new. As you know, the GSC have just received their first license. So this is a bit of an understanding that we probably need to go on a bit of a journey to understand how we can support this sector going forward once we understand. But there are two main pillars when we look at anything that we support within grants. All the schemes are linked to job creation. So again, this is a new sector, so this should be relatively easy. And the other part is linking to export businesses. So the financial assistance scheme is kind of linked to two main areas. First of all is the capital grants and the operating grants. So it's up to 40% support, and it's through the same scheme if you look at those two pillars on the left-hand side. So it's anything from a new building production to machinery, to support plant and equipment, and also training as well. So there's a range of support that we can offer through that. But what we would say is, once you get to this point where you're looking at applications, is to have an early conversation with our grants team to understand what exactly is involved, the job numbers, the size of unit, etc. And then they'll be able to support you through that process. The other one, which is probably going to be quite a difficult one for this sector to come on Ireland, because I don't imagine there's too much official experience in growing cannabis on the island, but we will need some technical growers, so there is a relocation incentive, which is up to £10,000 to support somebody moving over, which is paid retrospectively, and that probably will be a big one in terms of supply of potential staffing. That's kind of the overview of the FAS scheme. We are looking at ways that we can support, but it's an open conversation as this sector comes forward. So in essence, just overall, we've got our two main websites. The GSC have now got a new website which outlines some FAQs and explores sort of all the different areas that, if you have any questions from a license perspective. And then we've got the Business Isle of Man page as well, from a sort of business development, the wider parts outside of the licensing process. And Mark is always on hand, Gledhill is always on hand to support that.